Hi scrapbookers, this is Megan and I have another layout for you today. I'm going to be using this sketch as my inspiration, but I kind of just go completely off of it because I have these three photos and I wanted to make sure that I use them all on the same layout. So I just kind of use the sketch or the layout as a starting off point, so as my inspiration. And what I'm going to be doing is using my June 2015 Clique Kit. This is one of the first kits that I got from them, and I was so excited to start using it. So here I'm just cutting down the photos. And I am also going to go through the other papers. I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to use the other one to the right as the background. I also liked this wood grain one. And so here I'm just kind of putting my photos against it and thinking if that's what I want to use. Then I'm also trying to figure out which paper I want to use to mat the photos. And then I'm also looking at this cut apart and thinking that I want to use a part of it, one of the cut aparts for the title. And so I'm going to use that HappyCamper cut apart. And then I turned it over just to kind of see if there was anything else on the other side that I wanted to cut out, and there wasn't, so then I'm going to set that aside. I must have stepped away for a minute. I don't know what I was doing. I was probably turning on a process video or something, because while I scrapbook, I like to watch process videos, or I listen to podcasts. So here I'm cutting down all of these papers, and this is where I finally decide that yes, I do like that paper that I have them on right now. And I am liking the placement of this. Oh, apparently I hadn't decided. Sorry. So I did end up deciding to do that, and I'm going to use this. I'm not really kind of sure what color this is. It's kind of like a mustardy color. But I like the pattern, and so I'm going to use this as the mat for the photos. So I cut them all down. I did leave a little bit of extra on that top photo to the left of it. And sometimes I like to do that. I don't know why. Just feel like it gives it a little bit more something to look at and a little bit more design. Here I am thinking I'm going to use this Heidi Swap Color Shine in the teal color, and I'm going to use some packaging and some water and just kind of do that packaging technique. I don't know what you call it. I'm just going to call it the packaging technique, where you you kind of smush it on the background. So I kind of fixed the background all up how I wanted it to look. And then I'm going to set that stuff aside, and I'm going to start putting the pictures and everything else down where I want it. Here I'm thinking that this top photo needs a little bit more behind it, a little bit more layers. So I'm going to use this, it's kind of like a pinkish red paper, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a mat around that. And then I'm also going to grab this, I think there was another paper that I had cut up that had some trailers on it. This collection is the Journey collection. There you can kind of see it. And it's the Journey collection from Crate Paper. And this collection was so much fun to use. I was so in love with this kit. I made 11 layouts probably in about like 3 days time because I was just like on a roll. It was so fun. I apologize that you can't see the bottom of the layout right there. I'm just embellishing the bottom with a couple of these scrap strips that I had. And then here I am going to use this this cork paper, and I'm just trying to figure out, I wanted it at an angle, but I couldn't figure out exactly how I wanted it to look. So it took me a little while to kind of figure out exactly how I wanted to cut it. So I ended up cutting it in half and then cutting it into a square after that. And then I'm just going to put it at an angle, and there's going to be a little bit more peeking out of the bottom than at the top. But I'm going to kind of fuss with this for a while because I'm just not really sure what I want it to look like. You know how sometimes you get an image in your mind, but it just doesn't play out exactly how you think it will, and or you just don't know how to set it up on the paper? That happens to me all the time. And this was one of those times. Like, I could see it in my mind, I just could not figure it out on the paper. So I don't know if that happens to you guys, but it happens to me all the time. So here I have finally decided to put the paper down like that, and I didn't want it to move, so I just lifted up the picture a little bit and put the glue down. Now I am going to, I thought I was going to glue down those photos, but I guess I'm going to glue down the top photo first, and then I'm going to glue down these bottom photos. Then I'm going to stick the HappyCamper cut apart just right there in between all three of the photos. Then I decided to pull out the puffy stickers that came with this kit, and they are also from the Journey collection. And then I also pulled out the ephemera and the other embellishments that we were sent with the kit. So we got a bunch of circle wood veneers, and then also 4 different four different flares. So here I'm just kind of going through the ephemera pack and figuring out which piece I want to use. So there was a vellum circle that I was thinking I liked with that camera, but then I also pulled out this, let's see, that flare button that said Explore, and then that wood veneer. I'm going to end up using this Explore flare button. Then there was this feather banner piece that I really, really loved. And I was thinking I liked it up there, but I'm not going to end up putting that there. So here I'm just putting down that flare button. And I also put down one of those puffy stickers. And then I'm going to put another puffy sticker up there to the left of that top photo. And I'm going to put some stars from that puffy sticker sheet next to the HappyCamper, both sides of the HappyCamper, and then also at the bottom cluster. Then I'm going to do a top cluster, and the top cluster is going to be a lot smaller. I'm just going to put down that Follow Your Dreams Avenue tag with those stars up there. And that is the end of the layout. So this one came together pretty quick. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you'll come back to see my next layout with this kit. We'll see you later. Bye.